Okay, I'm gonna just. Why y'all thinking I'm being confused? It's simple because I think I literally just ended my recording from my intro. So let's just forget that happened. I was right here about to look at the time. What's the time thing? It is September. Yep, September the 2nd, 7th, 7th, not second, 7th, 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 7th. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is my white shirt. Absolutely nothing else. It fits me perfectly. Well, not perfectly at all. Let me turn off these lights. Okay, y'all can't see me. By the way, if y'all actually looked at my video that had that little picture thing, you would notice that it looks similar, and it does. But anyways, about that, I have, as y'all know, I am Shadow 22 X Fire Phoenix, and I just got done looking at My Little Pony season 9, episode 25, in full English. In English, I have watched it in English. I didn't watch the entire episode. I watched a clip of, well, not in English subtitles. And I watched a clip when Discord, Luna, and Celestia turned Cozy Glow, Chrysalis, and Tirac into stone. I looked at that part and I was freaking mad. There is no freaking description of how freaking mad that made me. It didn't. I'm just wondering, are they going to make a sequel to that? Are they going to make something of that? Because how it ended off like a continue. It ended off. It may have ended off with the book being closed, but as y'all know, as a good saying is, when one book closes, another book opens. I'm wondering, since that book closed, will another book open? Or will a YouTuber see that ending and make a series off of that after the ending? Like after all that crap happened, the elements of harmony are dead. Princess Twilight Sparkle is still the ruler. Will Zomber come back at all, or will those three get out of this crystal, or will those three get out of the stone? Because that's what I'm wondering. No, I want to know that. I want to know that crap. And I'm just mad because the only one that probably deserved being sealed into stone would have to be Tirac. He would have to be the only one. But I don't know Tirac that well, so I don't know if the princesses did something to him in the past, or some point did something to him in the past that affected him or some way. But I can clearly say that Cozy Glow and Chrysalis deserved a second chance. Because reason why? Chrysalis was only the first time when Chrysalis actually showed up, she was there to gather love. That was it. She was there to gather love for entire hive. That was about it. That was it. That's all she was doing. That's all. As for Cozy Glow, she's young. Extremely young. She's a filly. And they sealed her away. They put her in the Tartarus. And if you looked at the episode when Cozy Glow tried to do all that crap, you seen what Twilight said? Twilight said she wished she could help her. She wished she could help her. A pony that literally was one of the ponies that helped Discord be reformed. A pony that literally defeated Chrysalis. A pony that literally helped Nightmare Moon be reformed. A pony that literally helped dragons learn how to do other things like ordinary stuff. She's a bearer of an element. Her friends are a bearer of an element. And just to see her give up that quickly, she even have a student that freaking disrupted the flow of time. Literally went back in time to ruin her own life. Yeah, she took her time to freaking save Starlight Glimmer. She took her time to freaking save freaking Sunset Shimmer. And yet when Cozy Glow comes in here, she says, oh, one and done. One and done. Out. One and done. Done. Cozy Glow was only a filly at that point, and yet Twilight didn't even make an effort to help her. If anything, Twilight wasn't. If I was anything, Twilight was not worried to be Celestia's successor. She wasn't worried. She wasn't worthy because as she was exactly like Celestia. Twilight was exactly like Celestia. She thinks about the here and now stuff, but she doesn't think about the future. She doesn't think about how it will affect her in the future. She doesn't think about any of that crap. She thinks about the here and now crap, but that's it. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Easy enough to understand that. I can fully understand it though. And sorry, I'm rambling on, bro, but I'm just freaking mad. I'm sorry. I'm mad. I'm freaking mad. I'm so mad that the ending ended off like that. I'm just mad about it. I'm just mad. I mean, I can understand Zombra being defeated and potentially coming back. He may potentially come back. And that's a big maybe out there. And that's a big maybe right there. And who knows, you already seen Discord actually cracked his stone and broke out. But that was after like 1,000 years being banished. And you need to understand this part. Luna, Celestia, and Discord were the one that turned them into stone. So I'm going to easily say that stone is probably going to last forever. Probably. And I can fully guarantee that they will never think about releasing them and giving them a chance like Discord did. Because simple enough, Discord was the one that caused that to happen. Discord was the one that caused them to actually join forces. Discord was the one that actually caused it. All of it. And yet, there's no punishment. He committed something that was far beyond anything. Far beyond that almost ended Equestria, and yet he's not going to get freaking anything for it? I call that bull crap. Bull crap. Honest bull crap. Literal bull crap. But anyways, this thing been going on, this freaking intro been going on for 7 minutes straight now, and I am tired. Okay? It's 12:34. I'm trying to say AM or PM. I'm thinking PM. No, AM. AM. Definitely AM. Definitely AM. Anyways. As y'all know, y'all didn't want to come here to listen to me talk. Y'all came here to listen to a story. And y'all are going to get that story. Even if it does hate me. Even if I do hate it. I just wish they gave those two basic people a second chance. Because imagine if you were a mother and a freaking guy literally told your freaking child, told every single kid that you had that you can run away because you're the mother. If you're the mother, you have a hard time letting them go. As a mother, you can have a hard time letting them throw. Even my mom say she doesn't like when a kid grows up because when they grow up, you have to let them go, and that crap ends up in them crying. And as for Crystal, I can guarantee she probably cried. She probably cried in that forest all alone, knowing that there's no changeling that actually needs her. And as a mother, I can't wait. But the only thing I can't wait for is when the changeling hive completely dies out, because since they don't have a queen and Thorax is actually the king, he cannot produce any eggs like Chrysalis could. So, who knows? The hive may die out one way. The hive may die out. Or something will happen. I'm just sorry, that's Jurassic Park, I think. I think that's Jurassic Park in the front room. I'm going to try to talk over that. So if y'all hear that, it's just Jurassic Park with... I'm pretty sure it's the YouTube video, Everything Wrong with Jurassic Park in some minutes or less by a YouTuber. I don't know the name of the YouTuber, but it's a YouTuber that does it. It's going on in the front room right now. I ain't gonna take credit for whatever he does because, as far as I can tell, I can care less about the everything wrong with it, but I just don't like it. Anyways, the thing was going on for 10 minutes. Let's do this crap. And no, I didn't do this intentionally. Trust me, promise. I promise my God, did not do this intentionally. Anyways, time for chapter 9. Yeah, chapter 9 of Ethan the Hybrid. I do not know the title of this name because I was too busy thinking about other crap. Oh, and by the way, I probably may make a YouTube video about King Zombra in the distant future. So if y'all want to see King Zombra, if y'all want me to make a King Zombra one, and the reason why I want to make one because there's no King Zombra crap. Anyways, if y'all want to see me make a freaking story about King Zombra, comment me down below if you want to do it, and and just comment down below if you want to or not, or hit the like button, hit the dislike button, anything. But anyways, just do my favor, hit the dislike button because this crap is taking too stupid long for the intro. So I'm gonna probably put the link down in the description to go to page 11 when this ends. Okay, done. Let's go. Ethan the Hybrid, chapter 9. As we speak, Ethan was walking through the village. He had no idea what possessed him to go down to the village. This soon enough, anyways. After the current event that happened last night, he was kind of hesitant. Ethan was very hesitant, to say the least, that he would even want to go down there. Go down to the village and say hi to all the people that live there. But anyways, Ethan made a decision and YOLO'd it. And as we stand now, Ethan's walking through the village, seeing friendly smiles, kids wandering, running all over the place throughout the village with their friends. And some adults actually looking at him and saying hello. Saying, so, I take it that it's been a while since you've been down here? Oh. And that was Matthew. Matthew was a friend of Ethan's. He was not necessarily a personal friend, but he was a friend that Ethan knew for a long period of time. Ethan could trust him, but not to a very severe point. He could trust him as a friend, but nothing more. You got that right, Ethan said with an exasperated sigh. It's been almost a year since I've been down here. I can't believe barely anything has changed as Ethan gazed over the landscape of the village, noticing that there was barely anything different about it. Seriously, there was barely anything different about it. There was probably a new building, probably 2 new buildings, and heck, probably a new family, but that was about it. Ethan knew that the construction in this village was extremely slow, that it would take a lot more time than just a year to actually make it seem, well, better than ordinary. But Ethan liked it. It was a small little town, quiet, peaceful, and full of nice people. He loved it. It reminded him of the past that he loved being in. It reminded him of the times when he could just sit down on the couch and relax while reading a book. Talk to his friends without any basic worry about some monster trying to kill him out of the blue. Hey, Ethan, you alright? Ethan quickly snapped himself out of his remembering all the past enjoyments and love he went through. Let me just chop this crap up like tomorrow. Yeah. You okay? Max said, with a slight bit of worry in his tone. I'm fine. Mac. Matthew. I'm sorry, it's just so good. You see, let me just keep going, man. This is just too hard. I'm fine, Mac. Okay, first of all, just because the doctor spelt my name wrong doesn't mean. Just because the doctor spelled my name wrong on my birth certificate doesn't mean you should call me that. My name is Matthew, not Mac-you. Well, I'm sorry, but it's not my problem that the doctor put MACTHU instead of MATHU. MATHU. Mac. You're not gonna let that down, are you? Nope. Besides, I like the name. It fits you a little bit. You're bold, you're strong, and you're big. And besides, you do the most heavy lifting around this town. I know. I am the second in command. I am the chief's second in command if she does go down. Yeah. You must have big responsibilities then. Well, I wouldn't say I had big responsibilities. That doesn't mean I didn't have any good responsibilities. Well, anyways, I can tell you're doing a good job, and those muscles, they really suit you. So, I'm just going to be so bold and address the big elephant in the room. Matthew looked at Ethan with a curious expression. He didn't know what he would actually address. Is someone doing okay? How's everybody doing in the town? Did anyone miss him? What? What is it? How's Fuqua Jones? How's Miss Fuqua? Miss Fuqua? What? You mean Fuqua Jones? Yeah, her. How do you expect? I would say as far as the last meeting went. As far as the last meeting? What do you mean by that? You know how our little chat ended with me walking away with my friends and her on the ground crying. Well, necessarily you had a job to do, and your friends did too. So if I didn't say anything, it wasn't right for her to try to hog you all for herself when the world was at stake. You had a job to do, and you were doing your job. If anything, I would easily say she was just over-exaggerating. But still, I want to know, how is she? She's married. Ethan stopped, feeling like an anvil literally slapped him in the face. He looked at Mac with basically a surprise on his. Basically, like Mac just grew 15 heads, 2 arms, and an extra set of balls. Excuse me? She's married. Ethan almost yelled out, causing most of the commotion around the village to stop and look at both of them in the middle of the street walking. What do you mean she's married? Well, Mac said, scratching the back of his head. When you left, another man actually went in to comfort her. Okay. So, okay. So, all right. And may I ask who this friend was? Timmy. Timmy Jones? That Timmy? The weak, scrawny Timmy? Yep, that's him. Ethan, Max said, continuing his walk. Ethan quickly found himself right back next to Mac. Right next to Mac again, continuing their walk. I never thought it'd be the day that Timmy actually went out with Fuqua. Well, he said, you need to understand that Timmy is not necessarily a scrawny little Timmy anymore. After 1 year, he actually got big. He has muscles. And he does work too. Hard work. Hard labor. You've been doing it since you've been, well, out of the town. Well, is anything else new here? She's pregnant. At that point, Ethan just stopped being surprised. He fell silent. Ethan, you all right? Ethan didn't even bother looking at Mac. He was too busy thinking of what, how, and why. In theoretical terms, what did I just hear? How did this happen? And why do she have a kid? But Ethan was smart not to say it out loud. He decided to go through that little conversation in his head. Mac, Ethan suddenly said, breaking the silence. What is it? Mac was shocked a bit, but he quickly calmed down. What is it? Can I make a little detour before I go to the mayor's office? Mac looks at him. The mayor's office? Oh, sorry, I mean the chief's office. Oh. You must have said, I take it you lived in the city for far too long? I'm just used to. Hey, I'm just used to calling something that looks after something a mayor. Like a city or town or a little village. I'm used to it. I mean, I spent a long time there. I spent at least about 3 to 4 years there. It's not that hard to get used to what they always talk about. Well, then I forget. Oh, and I almost forgot about that. You have to say me and my friends are going to be going to a bar later today. Well, mostly at night to see a game. You should join us. And you should tell us how that, going to that big city was, how it always looked. Because I've never been to a city. I've never even been out of this, village at all. And neither of my friends. It would actually be amazing to see what an ordinary big city looks like, let alone what it sounds like. And I know you, Ethan, are very decent at going out, giving us good details. Maybe. Maybe. But I highly doubt I'll be able to go. I have lots of stuff on my plate as it is. Have what up on your plate? What, you ran out of food or something? Mac? Ethan said with a little bit of stern in his voice. You know I don't need to eat at all. I know. I know you don't need to eat. I know you don't need to drink. And I don't know why you, and I don't know you, and I know you don't need to freaking sleep at all, but yet you do it. Hey, I'm just trying to be normal. I don't know about you, but it's not natural for ordinary beings to see a guy that has never been sleeping at all and still be awake as like he went to sleep last night. Hold up, I'm drinking. It's Kool-Aid I made yesterday. It's good. And where was I? Okay. I just want to feel normal. I mean, I know I'm a hybrid and all, and I know that a lot of humans don't like, well, other humans that are completely different or have disorders and all that crap. But I just want to be normal, you know. I want to be normal. I want to walk. I want to be able to walk down the street with a freaking smile on my face, knowing that every other human knowing every other human person here will actually just look at me with a good smile on their face, with a good warm smile on their face, waving at me with no sign of fear in their face. I know. I won't be even. I'm gonna easily say this though. You are easily able. You're mainly the only person that can easily fit my shoes. But when it comes to me fitting yours, I'm sad I may actually fall into your shoes and get stuck there forever. Trust me, you wouldn't even be able to. You wouldn't even be able to look at them. They both shared a harshy laugh over the little joke that Ethan made. And soon enough, as they were walking, they got closer to their destination. Ethan noticed the house they were slowly walking up to, or walking past, to be more precise. The house was the same. Sure, it looked a little differently with fresh new flowers and a fence that was painted white. But Ethan remembered this house like it was yesterday. Ethan remembered this house like the best, like the back. Ethan remembered this house like he remembered how to stock every freaking book on each shelf in alphabetical order. And that's some proper rhyming there, proper working. Well, I guess I better get ready to get punched or slapped or kicked in the balls, Ethan said with a painful expression on his face. If I were you, man, Max said, I would cover my balls. I don't want to lose them, especially since I have a wife. And I want to have kids. I want to lose the right to have kids, though. Well, Max said, slapping Ethan on the back. There's no time like the president. There's no time like the president. There's no time like the present. And get your scrawny behind up there and say hi. Max said, pushing Ethan through the gate. The gate swung open with no sound. Apparently, the hinges on the gate was properly oiled. Ethan took one last controlled sigh, contemplative sigh, controlling all of his urges, all the will to screaming that he should turn around and run for the hills. He collected himself, calmed down, and released the breath he was holding. And started walking up to the house. While Ethan was walking up to the house, he took all the time he did to appreciate how the paint was and how the house looked. Despite the time he actually seen it, it looked better. The paint truly skated around the entire environment that was supposed to be the entire place. The lawn was basically like fresh grass. The flowers seemed to be properly hydrated and treated with so much care that it would make his own sister proud. Ethan loved some of the flowers that were in the garden. Some of them were pink, some of them were purple, and some of them were velvet. But his favorite color was the blue moon, flower. Not a rare species, but it was uncommon. It was not common to see it. That was Ethan's favorite flower. Mainly because it represented how much he loved the moon. And the flower basically blooms way more beautifully at night when the moon's light hit it directly. Ethan didn't realize where he was going, that he actually almost tripped on a step. He quickly caught himself and walked up the steps, slowly but surely. When he got to the door, he seen a doorbell. He rung it, and the sound ripped through the entire silence, echoing throughout the entire house. To Ethan, it was more of an annoying sound that he would prefer never to listen to again. But hey, that was just Ethan's ears being so sensitive. He could deal with a little pain. As he quickly stopped monologuing into his head and focused on his hearing. Ethan swore he heard footsteps. They weren't very light footsteps like an ordinary female's footsteps would be. They were hard, like boots, or something of that regard. Apparently a man was in here. Ethan quickly remembered that Fuqua Jones was married to Timmy Jones. And he quickly found it ironic that both of them would actually get married with the same last names. But Ethan stopped with that little... Ethan quickly destroyed the smile that was on his face after he heard the doorknob click, indicating that the door was unlocked, indicating that whoever was behind the door unlocked it and was prepared to open it. As the door opened, Ethan was set with basically a shocking surprise. It was Timmy. A boy that used to be scrawny and weak now is built like a freaking heavyweight champion. But as Ethan, he didn't feel any fear. He definitely didn't even show any either. As Ethan was prepared to say hi, he was quickly cut off in a more rude fashion when Timmy precisely punched him in the face. Due to the immediate pressure and the amount of, momentum that Timmy had through the force, it didn't necessarily affect Ethan. If anything, it pushed him back not even for a millimeter. It didn't even push Ethan back even as far as a millimeter. And in Ethan's mind, he knew that this would happen. As his eyes focused on Timmy's, he noticed that he had a look of pain, mainly caused by him hitting Ethan in the face. To Ethan, to Timmy, it must have felt like him hitting a solid, reinforced steel wall that wouldn't budge at all. And that's how Ethan's face was. It was remotely close to that. That only very few beings that live on planet Earth could actually harm him. Very few beings could. And those who could harm him, he already knew. But there was only two beings that harmed him on planet Earth. And that was his teacher, Snowfall, and Snowfall's wife, Ice. Those were the only two that could actually hurt him, physically and mentally, and it would be painful. But to an ordinary human punching Ethan, it didn't even so much as leave a mark, let alone mess up his hair. But Ethan didn't harbor any hatred towards Timmy because he expected this result. Ethan immediately expected it. He was hoping that it wouldn't happen, but he was expecting it. So he wouldn't care. He wouldn't let his anger get the best of him because it didn't hurt. So, after Ethan got done analyzing Tim's face, Ethan lifted up one of his hands, grabbed Timmy's fist that was firmly on his face still, and pulled it off. It was clear to see that Timmy was trying to push Ethan back. But as weak as Timmy was compared to Ethan, he didn't stand a chance. And therefore, Ethan pushed him back 2 feet. One little shove from Ethan sent Timmy back 2 feet. And Ethan wasn't even trying. With an exasperated groan of pain, Tim was clutching his hand. Ethan quickly knew and realized that Tim may have broken it. Tim, Ethan said, with no emotion in his voice. Are you okay? You have a hard head as usual, Ethan. Yeah, I get that a lot, Ethan said with no sign of having any enjoyment. So, can you tell me why you punched me in the face and expected it to do anything? That was for punishment. For, Ethan said, acting stupid. Ethan already knew why he hit him. He wanted to hear from him. After you made Fuka cry and leave her alone for almost a year. I didn't leave her alone, he said flatly. I did my job. And besides, you're married to her now, so that's not my job. Besides, it's not my job to worry about civilians. It's my job to do my job. I would worry about the civilians while I'm doing my job. But I'm not going to just take out all of the world just to care about one human. Don't talk to her like she's not important. He said, to be more precise, everyone's not important. No one's important, he said flatly. Not even me. You may call me important. A lot of authorities may call me important, but I'm not considered important at all. No human is important because the only thing that humans do is they wake up, find a dream, do their job, get old, and die. What I do is stuck doing my job for all of eternity, and that's it. I can't do anything else. I can't fall in love with any being because, well, they're mortal, so they'll die before I even, actually love them. So trust when I tell you, you have it easy. Because as a mortal being, I can't freaking fall in love with a pope. I can't fall in love with any human. Nor any being. I can't. It's just how I am. But still, that doesn't give you the excuse to just leave so abruptly, leaving her crying on the ground. You came for her comfort. You went directly for her when she was crying. I didn't leave her. You came for her when she needed you. Ethan said, listen, if it helps you, I'm sorry that I did it. But the world was at stake. And don't think that's not an excuse. Because in my word, that isn't a good, that's an excuse. That's far more than just a good excuse. My job of my team and me was to protect this world. And that's what we did. As a being, as an immortal being, I have to make the harshest choices. I have to make the choices that will either reflect how long you humans will survive on this planet and how long it would take for me to lose all of you. But still, I won't forgive you what you've done. I don't expect you to forgive me. I expect you to remove sin. I don't expect you to forgive me, Ethan said, with a slight bit of harshness in his tone. I expect you to move on from it. You harbor too much hatred for me. It's only going to blind you. And that's it. So I suggest you carry on with your life that you made with yourself, with Fuqua. And your daughter, or, well, baby boy, I take it, is a girl. So you had it right the first time. Well, like I said, take your life slow. Enjoy it to the fullest. I sure have to, since every single day is a job for me. Well, if anything, it was nice talking to you. I can't say the same about you, though, Ethan, Tim said with a groan of pain. Well, so, I could pop that hand back. I could pop every single one of your fingers back in place. I can handle this by myself. All right, Ethan said. I'll see you later. See you, Tim. As Ethan turned around, Tim slammed the door in his face. Tim slammed the door. Ethan really didn't care. He lived his life. Ethan has lived through multiple lifetimes to know that he can deal with basic humans being mad at him. I mean, I just don't know why. Ethan just doesn't know why Tim is being so, over dramatic. I mean, it doesn't matter if he did leave her on the ground crying. He had a world to save, and there was no time to spare. He couldn't just sit there and say, honey, I have to leave now, bye, and all this other crap. And besides, Tim needed to freaking stop acting like they were actually in love with each other. Maybe Fuqua was in love with him, but he wasn't in love with her at all. After all, she's mortal, he's immortal. There's a difference. And as far as Ethan can tell, he wasn't going to take a mortal being that was going to die. He wasn't going to take a mate. Plain and simple there. Ethan got snapped out of his recollections by Mac, telling him, I heard it from all the way over here. He sounded mad. What happened? What do you mean? He was holding his hand like something happened. You already know what happened. Let me guess. He broke his own hand on your face after he punched you. Sounds about right? That's exactly right. Well, I guess that's a basic disappointment. Come on. We have the chief to talk to about your little reason why you're here. All right. Perspective change. Nightmare. Oh, Ethan. You are so predictable. I can't wait. I can't wait at all when the opportunity arrives when I can get out of your body and spread chaos and destruction all around this world and show the humans that there's always a God that demands to have slaves. The day I break out will surely be a day to remember. But anyways, let's see what our little friends in the forest are doing, shall we? As Nightmare looked into a portal, basically the basic area around what Nightmare could see was a forest. The foliage was thick, basically not even allowing an inch of sunlight in. So it was pitch black there. But Ethan had night vision. Nightmare had night vision. And he could easily see them. I'm gonna have to cut this clip short. My computer is 5 minutes. It has 5% left. So I'm gonna try to. He has 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna try to take the best of it is. All right, let's keep going. Sir, the tools are completely operational. In a few more days from now, it'll be ready to activate. But we're running out of metal. If we don't have a right basic floor of the portal, it will destroy itself. Could we be able to invade a village, go back, construct the basic foundation, and then make a portal after that? Would that be able to work? Yes, sir. It would be able to. All right, then. Can you give me a precise day when it will be done? Like I said, it will be done in 3 more days. That means the second y'all get back the metal and y'all get done with the foundation. That's probably going to take a good 20 minutes. We're going to have to activate the portal before any unwelcome guests make it here. There's affirmative, sir. Well, fine then. Let's do it. Yeah. All right, guys. Sorry that I ended up too abruptly. I mean, it is at almost 50 minutes, but still, I'm sorry that I have to end it this short. If my computer was charged, I would be able to make it a little longer, but I can't take that risk. I can't because I don't want to lose this recording and have to do freaking almost 50 minutes again. But who knows? It may have ended better if I do it again, but still, sorry that I'm not into it already. I'm already mad about Chrysalis and Cozy Glow being sewed away into stone. I mean, Tearite, I can deal with Tearite, but not Cozy Glow and Chrysalis. In fact, that I am going to be looking at some MOP fanfics about Spike turning into a pony and doing all the other piece of garbage. And I'll also be looking at Headless Not Brainless by It258. Yes, I'm I'm one of his subscribers. Yes, I am. And I like his videos. So, yeah. As always, this is Shadow22 Xfire Phoenix signing off. And hit the like, subscribe, dislike, comment down below whether you want me to continue the story at all. And I mean, continue make a the Zomber story at all. Comment down below if you will want that or you like it, or you will like the idea of that happening. I'll do it on Monday. So I'm gonna have to look at the comments to see if any of y'all say yes. And it only take, I would say, three comments about that. I would take 3 comments, and after that 3 comments, I will do it or not. I'll do it on Monday, but it depends on the comments y'all give me. That's it. So as always, I'll see y'all guys later. And well, have a nice weekend. Bye. I just waved.